Let's be completely honest for a second. If someone told you 10 years ago that you would seriously be considering buying a Chinese car over a traditional European or Japanese brand, you probably would have laughed. For decades, the stigma around Chinese manufacturing in the automotive space was that they only produced cheap, low-quality replicas. But nobody's laughing anymore. Today, Chinese automakers aren't just copying the homework, they are actively setting the curve. We are living through the biggest shift in automotive history. Chinese cars are flooding international markets, offering jaw-dropping luxury, space-age technology, and futuristic designs at price points that have legacy automakers completely panicking. Just look at the raw data. Recently, Japan reported exporting nearly 6 million cars globally. Right on their heels, breathing down their neck, was China, exporting around 5 million vehicles. In fact, in the electric vehicle sector, Chinese giants have already dethroned American titans. But it's not all perfect. Before we get into the heavy hitters, we need to address the elephant in the room. Many international buyers have reported growing pains with Chinese vehicles, specifically when it comes to the availability of spare parts in overseas markets. Furthermore, these cars historically haven't held their resale value quite as well as a Toyota or a Honda. If you were buying a Chinese car to flip it in a year, you're going to get hit by depreciation. The secret is to buy these cars to drive them, to enjoy the massive leap in technology and comfort, and to ride them out. With that reality check out of the way, it is time to look at the undeniable champions of this new era. We have analyzed global export data, scrutinized international review boards, and compared these machines against the best the world has to offer. This is the definitive countdown of the top Chinese car manufacturers taking over the globe. And trust me, the company sitting at number 1 has completely rewritten the rules of the road. Starting off our list at number 10 is JAC Motors. If you haven't heard of them, you will soon. Formerly known as the Hongqi H9 Automobile Group, this company didn't just pop up overnight. They have been quietly building their foundation since 1964 and have systematically morphed into a dominant force, especially in the SUV segment. Take their flagship-level models like the GS8. This isn't just a vehicle, it's a statement piece that has gained massive traction in the highly competitive United Arab Emirates and several European markets. What makes it so appealing? It's an equal opportunity crowd pleaser. Families are drawn to the spacious 3-row seating, which perfectly balances utility with an alluring first-class design. But it's not a sluggish people mover. Under the hood, you get a state-of-the-art 2.0-liter turbocharged engine pumping out 200 horsepower, all while maintaining a respectable fuel consumption rate of around 12.4 kilometers per liter. Step inside, and you are greeted by a Harman Kardon entertainment system and smart interconnection features that rival German luxury cars. JAC Motors has proven that you don't have to sacrifice style for utility. Moving up to number 9, we have BAIC Motors. To understand the sheer scale of BAIC, you just need to look at their domestic dominance. In 2021 alone, this powerhouse sold a staggering 1.88 million vehicles. They are practically a household name across China, but there is a fascinating secret about how they operate. Cars manufactured for the Chinese domestic market are often in a completely different, much higher class than the ones exported globally. The Chinese consumer is hyper-demanding, expecting ultra-advanced tech and premium build quality that export markets are only just starting to see. BAIC caters heavily to this domestic hunger, but their international exports are starting to catch up. A prime example is the BJ80. If you see this rolling down the street, you might do a double take thinking it's a modified Mercedes G-Wagon or a high-end Jeep. It has a rugged, boxy, undeniably aggressive stance that has garnered a cult following and proves BAIC's commitment to building cars with serious road presence. But if we're talking about serious global presence, we have to talk about number 8. Geely. Geely isn't just a car company, it's a rapidly expanding empire. While some brands focus entirely on gimmicky tech, Geely has doubled down on something much more important: rock-solid durability. According to the China Automobile Manufacturer Index, Geely consistently ranks at the very top for reliability. Look no further than the Geely Coolray. Built on their highly versatile BMA platform, this sporty SUV punches way above its weight class. It features a finely tuned chassis and a 1.5-liter turbocharged direct-injection engine that delivers 130 kilowatts of power and 255 newton-meters of torque. It makes driving genuinely. Speaking of safety, that brings us to number 6, Haval. If you live in Asia, Australia, or parts of Europe, you have definitely seen a Haval on the road. For a long time, the biggest hurdle Chinese automakers faced was convincing the world that their cars were safe in a crash. Haval took that challenge and absolutely demolished it. They have made exceptional reliability and structural integrity their entire brand identity. The Australian Standards Authority, known for having some of the most rigorous and unforgiving crash testing protocols on the planet, recently tested the 2023 Haval crossover. It didn't just pass, it secured a flawless 5 out of 5 stars across the board. This exceptional score proved once and for all that Haval is putting passenger safety above all else, making them the default choice for informed, safety-conscious drivers who want a rugged, dependable SUV without the massive premium of legacy brands. At number 5, we have a company that is going to sound very familiar, but not for the reason you think: Xiaomi. Yes, the same tech giant that revolutionized the smartphone and smart home market has decided they want a piece of the automotive world, and they have brought their A game with the SU7. The world's biggest tech companies, including Apple, have tried and failed to build a car from scratch. Xiaomi actually did it. In their ultra-advanced factory in Beijing, a brand new Xiaomi car rolls off the production line every 76 seconds. This mind-blowing efficiency is driven by over 700 tirelessly working robots in a fully automated ecosystem. The SU7 isn't just a vehicle, it's a smartphone on wheels. It seamlessly integrates your digital life into a driving experience that blends blistering electric power, sleek aerodynamic elegance, and aggressive pricing. Xiaomi is proving that the future of cars belongs to the software developers just as much as the mechanical engineers. Coming in at number 4 is Changan. If you want to know why traditional luxury automakers are losing sleep, look at Changan. They have completely taken regions like the Gulf by storm with a lineup of vehicles that are synonymous with high-end style. When you look at a Changan on the road, your brain immediately draws comparisons to premium luxury giants like the BMW X6 or the Mercedes GLE. It is no exaggeration to say that from a distance, with their commanding grilles, sleek profiles, and aggressive lighting signatures, you could easily mistake them for a $100,000 German luxury car. But they offer this aesthetic at a fraction of the cost. Whether you need a full-size SUV for family road trips or a sleek sedan for navigating the urban jungle, Changan delivers cars that look incredibly expensive and are packed with modern digital technologies, making them an absolute favorite for drivers who want maximum status and comfort without the crippling price tag. At number 3, we have a brand that is rapidly becoming a global sensation: Jetour. Recognized for pioneering what is being called Chinese chic, Jetour makes vehicles that demand your attention. They have struck gold with a design language that is rugged, boxy, and unapologetically cool. The Jetour T2, for example, looks like it was built to survive the apocalypse, but designed to be parked outside a five-star restaurant. It has a regal, commanding presence combined with highly advanced off-road features. Alongside the T2, models like the X70, the X90, and the incredibly smooth dashing model are turning heads on every street they conquer. People literally stop and stare at these cars. Because of this massive lifestyle appeal, Jetour is exploding in traffic-heavy, demanding markets across the Gulf, Russia, and Eastern Europe. They figured out that buyers don't just want a tool to get from A to B, they want a car that makes them look good, and Jetour delivers that in spades. Now we enter the absolute top tier. In second place is Hongqi. We need to be clear, Hongqi is not just a car, it is an institution. Translating literally to red flag, Hongqi is the ultimate ride of the Chinese president and the highest ranks of the government. This is a brand with a rich, heavy history stretching all the way back to the 1950s and the era of Mao Zedong. It has always been the exclusive